Hi there. Today we're going to talk about a knot that's much more interesting than most people think, the figure 8 knot. If you've ever done any climbing, sailing, or just appreciate practical skills, you've probably seen it before. But do you know where it comes from? Or why it's trusted by professionals all over the world? Let me tell you the story, and I think you'll be surprised by what you'll find out. So, the figure 8 knot is one of the oldest and most versatile knots we know. Its story goes way beyond old sailing traditions, even though that's where most people think it started. While the simple overhand knot might be the oldest one ever tied, the figure 8 comes right after it. And get this, the earliest evidence of this knot dates all the way back to ancient times. That's almost 3,000 years ago. The figure 8 is like an old, reliable friend. It's been through a lot, it's stood the test of time, and you know it won't let you down when things get tough. Over time, it became a symbol of safety and simplicity. That's why climbers, rescue teams, and even skydivers rely on it today. But why is the figure 8 knot such a big deal? Well, first off, it's incredibly strong. The shape of the knot spreads the load evenly across the rope. In fact, it's one of the strongest knots out there. Even the beloved bowline doesn't quite measure up when it comes to raw reliability. Second, it's easy to check. One quick glance and you'll know it's good to go. And trust me, when things get hectic, that kind of clarity can make a huge difference. Now, as for where it's used, pretty much everywhere. Climbing, sailing, rescue work, camping, even around the house. Wherever there's a rope, there's usually a figure 8 knot nearby. It's a classic. In fact, it's the foundation for tons of other knots. That's right, many knots used today, from fishing boats to space missions, are just variations of the figure 8. Take the crabber's knot or the high point hitch. Look closely and you'll see the same shape hiding in there. Sound familiar? And now, I'll show you 3 ways to tie it. As usual, one simple, one advanced, and one wild version that's sure to surprise you. So, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's begin with the simplest one. There are a few easy ways to tie this knot, but here's the one I use most often. Just make 2 turns of the rope and tuck the working end through the loop you have done. That's it. Yes, it really is that simple. Now, let's make things just a bit more interesting. The second method takes a little practice and a bit of patience. But trust me, it's not as complicated as it may look at first glance. To begin with, you can break this whole process into 2 steps. That alone will make things a lot easier. Try it a few times, and I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Alright, let's move on to the third one. Now this one might look tricky, even intimidating, but don't worry, it's absolutely doable. Just break it down into 3 steps. Step 1. Practice a circular motion with your right hand to create the loop. Step 2. Immediately follow with a smooth upward motion using your left hand. This gives the loop the right direction and shape. Take a few minutes to practice these 2 movements. With time, your loops will start coming out the same size almost every time. And finally, step 3. Guide the end of the rope through the loop you just created. That's it. Like always, it's all about repetition. No tricks, no magic, just your hands and a little practice. So that's the figure 8 knot. Reliable, simple, and incredibly versatile. You can feel however you want about it. Just don't underestimate it. That's all from me for now. See you again soon.